Breaking Free, the Revolution of Women, Redefining Success. Welcome to a paradigm shifting journey that's about to turn everything you thought you knew about success on its head. I'm thrilled to share with you the groundbreaking insights from my recent interview with Tiffany Newsome, a visionary leader who's not just talking about change, but actively reshaping the landscape of success for women across the globe. Tiffany's work isn't just inspirational, it's revolutionary. She's igniting a movement that's empowering women to break free from societal shackles and rewrite the rules of success on their own terms. Now, let's dive into the heart of this revolution. Imagine, if you will, a world where success isn't measured by the size of your office or the digits in your bank account, but by the depth of your fulfillment and the alignment with your core values. Sounds too good to be true. Well, buckle up because that world isn't just a pipe dream, it's unfolding right before our eyes. Let's start with a question that might make you squirm in your seat. What if everything you've been told about success is a beautifully packaged lie? What if that corner office you've been eyeing, that six-figure salary you've been chasing, and that prestigious title you've been coveting aren't the keys to the kingdom of fulfillment after all? Now, before you dismiss this as some feel-good fluff, let me hit you with a reality check. Women are leaving high-powered corporate roles in droves. But here's the kicker. They're not throwing in the towel. They're throwing out the rule book and writing their own success stories. Take Sarah, for instance. Picture this. Youngest VP in her company's history, corner office, with a view that would make Instagram influencers weep and a salary that could make it rain on command. The epitome of success, right? Wrong. Sarah was miserable. Her 80-hour work weeks left her feeling like a stranger to her own family. Her health was on a one-way trip to Burnoutville, and her passion, well, that had caught the last train out of town ages ago. So, Sarah did something that would make most people's jaws drop faster than a lead balloon. She quit. Yep, you heard that right. She walked away from the dream job that was slowly killing her soul. Now, before you start thinking this is a cautionary tale about career suicide, let me paint you a picture of Sarah's life today. She's running her own consulting firm, working hours that actually allow her to remember what her kids look like and feeling more alive than she has in years. Oh, and that hefty corporate paycheck. Her income now makes that look like pocket change. But here's the real kicker. She's redefined success on her own terms and she's never looked back. This isn't just Sarah's story. It's the story of a seismic shift that's rocking the foundations of how we think about success, especially for women. We've been sold this fairy tale of success as a straight line. Graduate, climb the corporate ladder, smash through that glass ceiling, rinse and repeat. But what if success is more like a choose your own adventure book with twists, turns, and unexpected plot twists that lead to the most satisfying endings? Tiffany Newsome, in her infinite wisdom, highlighted three crucial points that are the cornerstones of this new success paradigm. First up, we need to redefine success beyond the traditional metrics. It's time to toss out the old yardstick that only measures titles, salaries, and positions in some arbitrary hierarchy. True success? That's about personal well being, fulfillment, and alignment with your deepest values. It's about waking up excited to tackle the day, not dreading the sound of your alarm. Secondly, work life integration isn't just some buzzword to throw around at networking events, it's as essential as oxygen. Women are putting balance at the top of their priority list when making career decisions. And no, it's not about having it all, it's about having what matters most to you. It's about being present for your kid's soccer game and still crushing that presentation. It's about having time for that yoga class and still meeting your deadlines. It's about living a life, not just making a living. And third, hold on to your hats for this one, there's an earth-shattering power in self-definition. We need to empower ourselves and lift each other up to define success based on our personal values, passions, and what lights our souls on fire. It's time to shed the heavy cloak of societal expectations and write our own epic tales of success. Now, I can almost hear the skeptics among you. Sure, this sounds great in theory, but does it actually work in the real world? Well, my friends, not only does it work, but it's already happening, and we've got the receipts to prove it. Let's talk about Forbes Africa's over 30 under 50 inches list. This isn't your typical 30 under 30 inches list that makes anyone over 29 feel like they've missed the success boat. No, this list is celebrating women who are redefining success in their 30s and 40s. These powerhouses are reaching career peaks while also rocking their personal roles, giving a big middle finger to the notion that success has an expiration date or a one-size-fits-all definition. Take Amina, for example. She ditched her cushy finance job to start a tech company that's bringing digital literacy to underprivileged communities. Is her company the biggest? Nope. The most profitable? Not even close. But its impact, off the charts. Amina's success isn't measured by her bank balance, but by the lives she's transforming. And let me tell you, she's never been happier or felt more successful. Now, that's what I call a plot twist. But wait, there's more. This redefinition of success isn't just happening in the corporate world. Women social entrepreneurs are flipping the script in remarkable ways. They're focusing on deep, long lasting impact rather than just chasing numbers and expansion. Meet Elena, a social entrepreneur who started a small cooperative empowering indigenous women artisans. Elena's business model isn't about rapid expansion or dominating markets. It's about fair wages, preserving cultural heritage, and building stronger communities. Her success isn't measured in profit margins or market share, but in the strengthened communities and preserved traditions that her work supports. Now, that's what I call leaving a legacy. These stories aren't just feel good anecdotes, they're a call to arms, challenging us to radically rethink what success looks like. They show us that success can be about depth rather than breadth, impact rather than scale, fulfillment rather than accolades. But let's get one thing crystal clear. This isn't about dialing down our ambition. It's about redirecting it. It's about being ambitious for a life well lived, for work that sets our souls on fire, for relationships that nourish us, for a legacy that goes beyond a fancy job title or a corner office. I can almost hear the skeptics firing up their objections. But what about financial security? What about career progression? What about all the years I've invested in my current path? These are valid concerns and they deserve to be addressed head on. Here's the beautiful thing about redefining success. It doesn't mean torching everything you've worked for. It means reevaluating it with fresh eyes and an open heart. It means asking yourself some tough questions. Does my work align with my values, or am I just going through the motions? Am I sacrificing too much of what truly matters to me for a notion of success that feels hollow? If I could design success from scratch, what would it look like? For some, this might mean a dramatic career change that makes your LinkedIn connections do a double take. For others, it might mean negotiating for more flexibility in their current role, because who says you can't change the game from the inside? And for others still, it might mean finding ways to infuse their existing career with more of what brings them joy and fulfillment. The point is, there's no one size fits all solution here. Your redefined success will look different from mine, and that's exactly as it should be. We're not trying to create a new box to fit into, we're breaking out of the box altogether. But here's where it gets really exciting. When we redefine success for ourselves, we create a ripple effect that touches everything and everyone around us. We challenge the systems and structures that have long dictated what achievement should look like. Time. We paved the way for more inclusive, diverse, and humane workplaces and societies. Imagine a world where success is as varied and vibrant as the individuals pursuing it. A world where we celebrate not just the woman who becomes CEO, but also the woman who starts a small business that allows her to be present for her family. A world where we admire not just the highest earners, but those who find innovative ways to make a positive impact on their communities. This isn't just a pipe dream, folks. It's already happening. And women are at the forefront of this revolution. But make no mistake, its impact extends to everyone. When we expand our definition of success, we all win. We create more space for creativity, for innovation, for lives that are not just productive, but also meaningful and joyful. So, what can you do with this information? How can you start redefining success in your own life? Well, buckle up because I've got a 5-step plan that's going to rock your world. Step one, take time for some serious self reflection. And I'm not talking about a quick glance in the mirror here. I'm talking about a deep dive into your soul. Ask yourself, what truly matters to me? What are my core values? What brings me joy that's so pure it makes my heart sing? What kind of impact do I want to have on the world? Be brutally honest with yourself, even if your answers surprise you or go against everything you thought you knew about yourself. Step two, it's time for a life audit. How well does your current situation align with what you've identified as truly important to you? Where are the gaps? Where are the opportunities for change? This might be uncomfortable, but remember, discomfort is where growth happens. Step three, start small, Rome wasn't built in a day, and your new definition of success won't be either. Look for small ways to bring more of what matters to you into your daily life and work. Maybe it's negotiating for one work from home day a week so you can be there when your kids get home from school. Maybe it's carving out time for that passion project you've been putting off. Maybe it's simply being more intentional about how you spend your time and energy. Small changes can lead to big transformations. Step 4, seek out your tribe. Find role models and communities that support your vision of success. Surround yourself with people who inspire you to live authentically and pursue what truly matters to you. Remember, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, so choose wisely. And finally, step 5, be brave. Redefining success takes courage. It means going against the grain, challenging norms, and sometimes disappointing others' expectations. But remember this: every time you honor your authentic definition of success, you make it easier for others to do the same. You're not just changing your life, you're changing the world. As we wrap up this mind bending journey, I want to leave you with a powerful quote from Tiffany Newsome that really encapsulates the heart of this message. Success isn't a destination, it's a journey of becoming more fully yourself. So here's my challenge to you: how will you redefine success in your life? How will you use your unique talents, passions, and values to create a life that's not just successful by society's standards, but deeply fulfilling to you? Remember, you have the power to write your own success story. It's time to pick up the pen and start writing. It's time to break free from the chains of conventional success and chart your own course. It's time to redefine success on your own terms. The world is waiting for your unique definition of success. It's waiting for you to break the mold, to challenge the status quo, to show that there's more than one path to a life well lived. So go forth and redefine. Go forth and revolutionize. Go forth and succeed on your own terms. Because when you do, you're not just changing your life, you're changing the game for all of us. You're part of a movement that's reshaping our world, one redefined success story at a time. So are you ready to join the revolution? Are you ready to break free and redefine success on your own terms? The time is now. The revolution is here, and it starts with you. Thank you.